another Rome Total War Battle Review. This one sent in to us by good friend Walnut from the Heaven Clan, whom you may know because he's a pretty cool guy. And so he is playing Armenia 2v2. So that's his teammate. So he is teammate name pretty good. He's gone in as Door. So what do you think his teammate's gone out? That's right, Knob, Doorknob. He's got the shit name. Anyway, so going in as Armenia, Walnut has 5 heavy spearmen, 4 of which are gold, 1 silver. 6 archers gold, 4 Tacataphracts gold, 2 horse archers gold, and 2 Arab cavalry who are here gold. His ally, Knob, don't know who went as Knob, but he had the raw end of the deal, has 6 archer warband, 5 of which are silver, and 1 of which is gold or silver bronze probably if he's gone silver. 2 chosen archers silver, 2 axemen gold, 2 Scythian noble women silver, 6 headhunting maidens gold, and 1 warhound silver, which is pretty cool. Their opponents he has set up in a very opposite how these two have set up way. We have Scipii, played by Captain Wipe. He has 6 Praetorian cohorts bronze, 3 early legionary cohorts, 1 early first legionary cohort, 4 Chariai gold, 2 Praetorian cav bronze, 4 Roman archers silver, and Pharaoh's guards. 6 Pharaoh's guards, Egypt played by Beast, 6 Pharaoh's guards, 2 Nile spearmen, 2 desert axemen, 6 Pharaoh's bowmen. It sounds like I'm going for the days of Christmas right now. 2 Egyptian chariot generals, 2 Egyptian chariot archers, 6 Pharaoh's guards, 1 early legionary cohort. I'm gonna stop now. Now, to me, first off impressions, it looks like the Roman player knows what he's doing. His upgrades are very much away from his legionaries because they're quite expensive themselves. This is a 15k battle, if I remember correctly, which means not a lot of upgrades can be done. He hasn't bought urbans, which is good, and he has upgraded these bronze, which makes them about the same ability as a normal urban at less of a cost. He also bought an early legionary first cohort. Now this eagle right there that you see, this eagle there, is really important for morale, and as long as that unit does not die, these will not rout anytime soon. He's also got Chariai to take out the cataphracts that Walnut inevitably has. Egypt, on the other hand, has no upgrades whatsoever, but he did bring a lot of units. He bought a lot of spears. He also bought an amount of axemen. Knowing that he being played against Scythia and Armenia, he could expect both of them could expect a lot of chariots. He bought horsemen. These two. He's also got 2 generals chariots, which means that these have a lot of hit points. They've also got bows, which is effectively very effective. Anyway, enough of me chatting away like a commentator. Let's see how the battle goes. I would assume that these move, straight away, with the Scythian noble women, who are bow cav, moving forward. The Armenian horse archers following suit very slowly, going around the side, about to charge upon the enemy. This is going to be an averagely short battle for a 2-player, which is good. It's probably going to be a very long skirmish fight, and then a decisive infantry battle. Now, as we can see on the archery way of things, Scythia has bought 8 archers, which is the limit on a CWE battle, whilst everyone else has bought 6. Roman actually bought only 4, but these are very heavily upgraded. Actually, but compared to everyone else's, are still not upgraded enough. So it's not really going to be the best of things. You can see arrows flying around. They are hitting a few of the horse archers who are circling around. But these horse archers still managing to take out quite a few casualties, aiming maybe at the Praetorians. Probably a bad idea if they were, but have been spread out Roman archers. I would guess that these are getting targeted instead. Now forming a sort of noob square-ish, but they got archers at the back, so you can't really say it's a noob square. Not enough men, because this is normal unit size. So he's firing his fire arrows at these, knowing that these are Eastern cavalry. These have quite low morale. Eastern men, the highest morale are the Romans, then the Greeks, then the Egyptians, then the Eastern, then the barbarians, and he's facing the two lowest morale troops, so using fire is not actually that stupid at this point. But still, that being said, because the general is quite near, these are not going to rout anytime soon. He should probably have switched them around afterwards. However, some of these fire arrows are missing their targets going through here, so it could be said that these are actually in range. These Arab cavalry being taken as light cavalry, and with big shields and big swords, you can tell that these light cavalry are actually cavalry killers. Sending in the chariot archers at the men to try and entice maybe a early charge, all whilst getting rid of these horse archers. Sending forwards these non-upgraded Armenian spearmen. I say non-upgraded, that is a lie, they are gold. Either gold attack, gold defense. I would assume gold defense, that would be much wiser input, especially on this kind of battle. Praetorian cav going around, only 2 units of cavalry. They really have a cavalry disadvantage, but to that point they bought a very advantageous infantry and equalled it out with the archers, as well as getting the only anti-cavalry unit they really have, apart from the infantry. The chariots also have bows to add to this, so this is really a very good take from the opposite team. All this time Walnut is moving up his army very, very slowly and very, very deviously. It wouldn't seem to the enemies that he is actually moving up, because most of his army is still back here. Probably waiting for them to move up, but we have Captain Wipe, who is moving his triarii forward, knowing that his cavalry sorry about that. His cavalry is over here, so he's going to move his chariot here. He's going to keep his general in the middle of his army to keep the morale boost, as well as just in case they come around that side. However, this flank is not going to be attacked because of this huge amount of pike wall by the goodness of Egypt. However, this pike wall does show one thing, is that they are remaining static. They are not going to move any time, which allows these two to the team doorknob, I guess, to move around their men without any fear of being charged, attacked, or what have you. Now these have been killed, probably shot by the many 8 unit of archers that are seen over here. They actually charged by the look of things, and they died. Not really much else you can say. Heavy spearmen going on the side, probably to defend this area of the Praetorian cav, whilst keeping 2 units here for him. Also, obviously, quite confident that he can take on Praetorian cav. These, however, definitely can't. Headhunting maiden, maybe, but not sure. Now, headhunting maidens are very good against cavalry, that is true, which would be asking a risky question of why has he moved his heavy spearmen there. He has 5 units of heavy spearmen. That is true, I only thought he had 4. I said that anyway. So we have a movement forward by Captain Wipe, who is actually going to rush the army. He's gone away from this static line. Is it a ruse? However, they are not going together. Does this mean? Well, does it mean? No, it doesn't. This means that should Captain Wipe lose the battle, this guy will probably be completely surrounded and killed. On the other hand, if he wins, then, you know, didn't really need an ally in the first place. His army is set up pretty well. You've got the early legionary first cohort in front of the general, take fire. There's more unit in a first cohort, they give out more morale, and they're pretty much just as good as the legionary cohort though. But defending Chura is a very good thing to do. As you can see, there was a line of dead archers, probably killed by these, who are owning, let's say, if we look at the experience, they got a few experience, which is good. So we go forward, and these men, barbarians, moving slightly forward. They've taken not a very strong infantry corps, which at this point would entice these two, if I was them, to launch a full-scale attack. They might lose a few men on the charge, however, they will take down most of the enemy. I mean, you charge all that towards these, they will break. There is no time for a hammer and anvil, so there is no powerful cavalry charge that is possible. However, on the opposite side of things, you want to preserve his cavalry as much as possible, because there is a lot of skirmishing archers here. Archers, well yeah, a lot of skirmishing archers. He also wants to take them away from the Arab cavalry, who will possibly destroy them completely. I would expect at this point the biggest advantage so far would probably be these two, who have taken a very, very skirmish armies. Very missile orientated. Not much else going on right now. Sort of movement, getting ready to go up, putting them out in a line of 2, also in spread out formation, cover more ground if should ever be attacked. It lets people go through, that is also a very good point. It also means that they probably won't get shot. Attacking forward, now one of the bad things about Pharaoh's guards is although they have a very high defense, they have no shield defense. Nile cavalry, these Nile cavalry, these Desert Axemen have actually a better shield defense than they do, so they will be more likely not to take damage from that. However, they are extraordinarily fast, and as you can see, as I was saying, skirmish factions got that. So we're going to have an Axeman duel right now, Desert Axeman versus Axeman of Scythia. Now this is going to hold up everyone. They are instantly routing the sheer size and force of the enemy, and the fact that there's a charging cataphract coming towards them. Probably not the best idea. So these two units might go for those, but they are going to run away. A very good move by Nob. Don't like calling him Nob. It seems as if he's been a dick. Then we've got these Nile spearmen facing the wrong way. They should be getting shot. That would be a very good thing to do. These Praetorian cavalry moving to follow the flank, also to go in towards these men who are much less defended. These not already in phalanx, which is maybe a bad thing to do. Cataphracts being charged by the Praetorians. Then these cataphracts coming in. However, there are Nile spearmen coming towards them. This probably good idea, however, wasn't enough. The charge already caused them to rout. They are going to clip a few of them though, but it might not be enough. No, straight charge, straight rout the cataphracts, too scary. Too scary. All this while Captain Wipe not actually doing anything. He's going to Testudo. This is a very bad thing to do. And while I wasn't looking, the Nob's Scythia's archers Scythia's cavalry going for the light infantry and archers of Beast, who right now hasn't moved this Nile. I think he's either forgotten they existed or he's just fucked up. So we're going to see a nice rear charge and a straight rout. There we go. So Egypt out of the game. Now it's all forces on the House of Scipii, played by Captain Wipe, and the Arab cav behind, not doing much, not losing any men though. They're just sort of standing there. Lost a man, actually. They lost one man. They are getting shot by these archers, who in turn are probably getting shot by these archers, who I assume have they have no more. They have no more bows. So now it's going to be pretty much an infantry fight. These can probably hold up against a lot of cavalry, and there is not a lot of infantry left. And maybe the arrows also didn't get. So this is another thing, durability. Durability, very, very good on Roman armies. They can take many, many arrows before they get destroyed, which is why you want to take an advantage of infantry when facing Romans. However, the sheer amount of archers that I can see probably will be enough to take down a portion of it. Also the amount of cavalry, a very good force of cavalry which might be being thrown away. It should have been charged there, probably would have been thrown away, but it hasn't. So some infantry movement, maybe putting your shield, your spears down, would be a very good thing to do. Getting charged around here, getting shot, these getting shot inside where there's no shield, again no shield bonus, and such. Running away, probably going to tire out these men. These, obviously, as very heavy infantry, compared to these which are spearmen, are going to tire out very, very easily. Also, these Triarii taken down so much damage, I think, from a charge. I could be mistaken. But no. But anyway, Cataphracts, ability to charge straight in, take down a few of their men, and a straightaway get out would be a very good thing right now. The Egyptian general getting destroyed. And now sending in the cataphracts from the rear. a lot of dead infantry there. That was pretty damn awesome. So basically just sending everything in a big mass, which is also the other way you might want to destroy heavy infantry, I guess. Not my tactic, I guess, but you could do it. So you can sort of tell who's won already. The Roman army not being able to withstand the pure epic destruction of several hundred hooves upon the feet. We got a charge here, take out by the rear. Even though these spears went down, the cataphracts were there already on their tail, preventing Walnut from losing a unit stupidly. Peeler being thrown, but it's thrown too late. So it's gone, there's only one unit left, and the enemy have been crushed. An amazing victory from Doorknob. One that I think you should take into account the sheer amazingness of the movement. I think a lot of this came down to army composition and use of that army composition. I don't think Beast and Captain One played badly, I just think that they bought the wrong kind of army. Equally, Door and Knob, Walnut and his friend, bought a wrong kind of army technically, but played it well. I mean, they bought the opposite, sort of the counter army of what Beast and Captain White bought. Beast bought a non-upgraded infantry army, whilst Captain White bought a full-on infantry army with a lack of archers, which probably cost him the game. Thank you for watching, guys. I realise I've been doing a commentator's voice throughout all of that, as I thought it played really well. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to check out my new campaign, the King Arthur, the role-playing war game campaign, which I have posted just before this one, before this review, and please check that out, it's pretty cool. And now I will see you Monday with my gaming philosophy and Shogun 2 co-op. And yes, so have a good weekend, guys, and yep, good hunting.